an experience like these two.
Oh, so it wouldn't be at a different place. It might be on the same campus of...
Yeah, right now it's going to exist in our district. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just have to
Sure.
on the off chance. I don't like to stand by these really tall men though. We would open up the new tech, even though it would be, it's slated for the Napomo High School campus, we would open it up to all LMUSD high school students. And potentially, as you know, these two have experienced, it's going to get, you know, there's going to be a lot of preference for it. And I can see students coming from outside the district as well, from our neighboring districts.
That's fantastic.
Some of the information, real quick, it works with every kid. Doesn't matter if they're a student that's living in an economically disadvantaged home or in an affluent home. If they speak a second language or they're a native English speaker, it's a very successful program with all types of students. Go ahead.
Thank you.
How much time do you guys spend looking at your passion and your purpose? What you really, where your sweet spot is, and what you really want to do? I heard a lot about the learning outcome, and that's great. You got clear preparation, but how much time do you really spend looking inside yourself and what you really want to pursue?
Not to sound cliche, but every day. For example, today, in my political studies class, we are doing this real estate project. It's where we are realtors and we were assigned a family, and based on their needs, we were to suggest them homes. My group has 3 other people, and because I'm on this trip right now, they're going to write up all the proposals, and then because I'm interested highly in becoming a graphic designer, I would then compile them into a portfolio, make all the artwork, make sure that it's aesthetically pleasing, and that's where all the teamwork, you know, kind of comes together, where we divvy up roles. So, because that's my passion, I tend to always jump for the creative and kind of like tech-based assignments, you know. So that happens every day. I do freelance work for the Napa Valley Art Supply Store. It's this little local art supply store, and I'm their 17-year-old tech guy that turns their hard copy things into online documents, or make sure that their business cards are effectively expressed into Excel sheets, website maintenance, so a whole array of things. So I like to think that I work with my passion and skills daily, if that answers your question. Yes.
Looking at your learning outcomes there, and I was wondering if you could speak to quantitative skills. Those would be like, you know, your hard skills, mathematics, statistics, and things like that. So how they're infused in what you're doing, and also where science, engineering, technology, and math literacy plays itself out in your technology.
Right. To answer your question, it's not a part of it, but again, the new tech model stresses you pursuing it yourself. There is college classes available. I myself am very interested in mathematics. I'm going for a civil engineering major. I've taken 7 math classes. It's not exactly exaggerated there. The highest math class we have at New Tech is an Algebra 2 course. And again, it's because we don't have a large enough, amount of students to have all these staff teaching all these different classes. So the pursuit of what you want to do, like Tony is working somewhere where he gets to do what he wants to do. I didn't tell you guys this, but we are required to have a 50-hour internship to graduate from New Tech. And for my internship, I interned at an engineering firm, and I got to work with engineers. I had to take some classes to get into it. They were so serious about me actually helping out. I had to take some programming classes, and I got to pursue it myself. They're more so, here are resources to get to where you want to go, figure out what you're good at. There's all sorts of skills that come with each of these projects, like he said, and there are things that you can do individually that really help out a group of people. It is a very open book on what you can do in New Tech. It isn't structured, and it isn't, it's structured, but it's not, this is the things you need to do. It needs to look like this, it needs to be perfect, and it needs to look like everybody else's. It's an open book, and here's a ton of resources. Here's what you really need to do outside of our high school so you can graduate and really learn what you want to do. Through interning, you get to decide, wow, I really love this, or wow, this isn't for me. I'm really glad that I had this internship so I don't have to go to college for a year and waste much money.
How can I comment on that?
Yeah, go ahead. This is
Many of the
Valeria's mom.
students, I'm Valeria's dad, and we've watched many of the students do these internships and get hired at these companies. I'm shocked. My daughter's had 3 jobs now since she was 15 and a half. I know Tony paid for his own MacBook over here. I'm just so impressed. I'm a professional leadership development company that I own, and I can't believe their speaking skills, their ability to work within organizations, their ability to shore up each other's weak spots and work in their gift sets. They take every project wherever it is that they really want to go to. So every project turns out radically different based on the group makeup. But I've been blown away by how many of them are getting hired at 16 and 17 in these internships for careers. And some of these companies are like, look, we'll support you going through school to get the advanced degree. We want you here. I mean, they're becoming these key players in our community. And some of the projects they've taken on are for our local community, and they've been implemented. Designs for their school, that's where it came from, was the students in one of their projects. And it's kind of a mind blower to watch how independent and strong they become quickly.
Obviously, both of you are highly motivated students, and you can see the connection that you have with this type of educational phase. What happens to the student that gets into this program that's not nearly as highly motivated? I think you mentioned that, Tony, at one point. What happens?
Oh, I'd love to, did you want to take that?
Okay, you go.
I love answering this question. Most high schools, as I've noticed, 1,000 kids go in as freshmen and only 600 graduate. We have about 88 students in our senior class. Actually, restate the question, please, real quick.
About just what happens to the student that doesn't get connected, it's not highly motivated, what happens to them?
That is a personal choice you make, and I believe that with the new tech model, more kids feel as though they're given the designation. They're told you can be successful. I feel as though it's more because it's there in front of us. They tell us here's the golden nugget. Here's how you get there, and more students become motivated because of this program. And I feel as though motivation is a personal choice. But I feel as though more people take on motivation going through new tech because it's such a big thing there. It's telling us that we can do all these things, we can be a part of all these projects, telling us that we can do all these college classes and put together senior projects that are just crazy amazing.
Larry, tell them where you started.
Huh?
Tell them where you started. You're the example of this. With your motivation as a freshman.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't want to do that. I was always really good at school. I've been that nerd forever. I mean, not like glasses and everything, but like, I've always been really good at tests. My standardized testing has always been really well. I never really studied for anything. I don't know why I didn't have motivation. I don't know why I was thinking about the future, but I feel as though New Tech really said, hey, you can do some great things, kid. And this year I took on more jobs. I'm going to be a unit shy of a year of college when I graduate, so I can go in as a sophomore if I'd like to. I love working, I love putting together presentations, and I love getting good grades. And I love having the respect and appreciation for my peers and my teachers, and I feel as though the skills that I've learned from New Tech is really going to take me. The motivation and the skills from New Tech is really going to help me. I know it's my personal choice, but it's been such a blessing to have New Tech in my life. Anyhow, so yes, I kind of.
What is your name, sir? I'm sorry.
Bill.
I'm Liliana Matis, Bill, and I have to say that answering your question, she did not have the motivation at the beginning, and in fact, we chose to have her move with her dad because a lot of things that teenagers do, she did them all. Disrespect, and all the stuff that you guys know, I'm not going to go into detail. She did. But now who she is right now, I'm so proud of her, and I'm just shaking right now listening to her because she went from this really diamond in the very rough to this amazing butterfly, and just, I'm so proud of her. I mean, at her age, I was a bum living at my mom's, you know, house, and she was paying for college and my car and everything else, and